Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Cartel Tycoon. This is episode, what is this, 6? And this is actually a very special episode for the min-maxers out there, because I was actually curious about how do I, if I wanted to set up the absolute perfect, cannabis operation, right? If I want to do the absolute perfect cannabis operation, what are the ratios? How many buildings do I need? How do I set that up, right? So I've been crunching the numbers, okay? Pause the game. We're going to talk a little bit of technical stuff right now, okay? We're going to talk numbers for a second. We've got 2 workshops here, okay? Each workshop can produce 1 package of these every 4 hours. That means they're consuming 5 dried cannabis and 1 coffee bean every 4 hours to produce the packages, right? And we've got 2 of them. That means we're consuming 10 dried cannabis every 4 hours and 2 coffee beans every 4 hours. That's a total in a 200-hour span, and I'll get to why I'm going on a 200-hour span, because it just made it easy for me when I was running the math like the last 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes of math. Every 200 hours, we are consuming, with these 2 workshops, 500 dried cannabis. Now that's, of course, assuming all outputs are optimal on other processes down the supply chain, right? So assuming we're properly feeding the workshops, they will consume 500 dried cannabis every 200 hours, and they will consume 100 coffee every 200 hours together, collectively. This is the total, right? Now, that's how much we need to produce to keep these 2 things running at 100% of those 2 resources. Let's check out the dryers. Now, the dryers are going to produce 3 dried cannabis every 3 hours, which is basically like saying 1 an hour, right? Notice how there's no input? It's because we're short on the cannabis. We'll get to that in a second. Then this drying rack, also same exact thing, right? 1 per hour, right? So total, we're doing 3 dried in each of these every 3 hours, which is basically the same. Since there are 2 of these buildings, that is the same as saying we are producing 400 dried cannabis every 200 hours, right? So we are 100 short of being optimal, okay? Now, that means we're going to need another drying rack, or it means we need a level 2 drying rack. Let's take a look and see if we can upgrade these. The drying rack at tier 1. At tier 2, our storage capacity goes up, and we start producing 5 for each, okay? That's huge, because it's an extra 2. We are short right now, so we'll be able to dry more than we can handle if we upgrade these things, okay? Pretty good, right? Go ahead and do that. So we're going to work on that. That way, we will not have to anymore, I don't think anyway, we won't have to buy any more drying racks, which is good. We can get by on just these 2. But the big thing here is that we're going to need to produce a certain amount of cannabis to fully saturate these drying racks, right? And the number we need to produce is 3,350. Okay? That's how much cannabis we have to produce every 3 hours. I think it is. No? 200. No. We're consuming 25. Hold on. We're consuming 25 every 3 hours. We have times 2. We need 50 every 3 hours, which is a total of 3,350 every 200 hours. Okay? So every 200 hours, just same as scale as everything else, we need to have 3,350 cannabis coming out of the farms and coming into the dryers, okay? Now, we're currently growing 23 cannabis every 19 hours, okay? That's the 60% efficiency that's going in from this area, right? And we have 7 farms doing that. That's a total of 1,700 produced every 200 hours. So we are sufficiently short, right? We are almost doing half of what we should be doing to fully saturate the dryers. We're not producing enough cannabis at the farm, which would explain why our storage is completely empty, okay? So we need to produce a lot more cannabis in order to fully saturate these things, okay? Now, we also had another metric, right? The workshops are consuming coffee as well. And it's about 100 coffee every 200 hours. How much are we producing? Well, right now, we produce 8 from each farm every 8 days and 8 hours, which equals 200 hours. Okay, that's why I'm going on a 200-hour scale. We're currently producing 8 every 200 hours for each farm. Times it by 4, right? We get 32 coffee every 200 hours. 32. We want fully saturated. We should be consuming 100. Okay, so we need a lot more coffee. So here's what I want to do. Take all this legal money. I'm going to take plantation, and I'm going to drop 2 plantations, right? The first is going to be a cannabis plantation, and I'm going to try to see if there's any way to get... I'd love to put it right here. I would love to put it right here. Maybe we could go after Tansaka. I would love to put it right there, but I can't. So we're going to have to deal with 30% efficiency unless I get rid of these 2 farms and then pop a plantation here instead. Now there's an idea. Why don't we just do that? Let's do that real quick. Now, of course, this is going to make us even shorter on supply temporarily. But this land is fertile for cannabis, right? So that's what we want to do. Now, I haven't even started looking at this stuff yet, okay? I've just kind of been, perusing. Hey, you know what? We have logistics. Aerodrome, right? Yeah. Getting it from the farm. Somebody made a comment that said, why don't you just use the vehicle from the aerodrome to deliver the things? And where? If this building has a vehicle built into it, I would love to know that. But I'm not aware of a building that comes from the aerodrome. To my knowledge, this building does not have a vehicle. And there's no statistics on this that suggest that it does. Perhaps in a previous version, on the demo or something, it did. But I don't see that here. That's why I don't do it. Deliver money to... There, go. And we have money here. We have 16,000 built here. So I'm not even washing things like I should be right now. Move over to here, please. We are going to be getting that sorted. How much money do we have over here? 12,000. We should be bringing that. We should be bringing that over too. So let's bring this money all the way over here. I'm not sure why I haven't been doing that, but I haven't been. Okay. Deliver the money there. Okay. So these 2 farms are gone. Now we should be able to plant our plantation. And I want level 2 cannabis. It should be hopefully too steep. What? Oh, don't do that. Don't tell me too steep. 60% efficiency. That's what we want. Boom. So new plantation coming in. And we'll make sure that it's connected to the road. Right? And, we could connect it here, too. I think probably it's best to connect it here because we're going to need another warehouse, right? And the new warehouse is going to be, it needs to be like a big warehouse, okay? So I'm thinking the new warehouse is going on this side of the road. And as long as it has, oh man, it actually would be better if it had the 2 dryers as well, but I might need to just add the dryers as locations. I think that's how I have to do it. Yeah, I'll just add the dryers as locations. So I'm going to put this warehouse right here so that it gets these 2 workshops in it and that dryer, I guess, so that I can have an extra location. So I should have another dryer right about there. Another workshop going in. Now I've spent a lot of money here, so hopefully Miss Fake News doesn't mind, hopefully. Hope she doesn't care. This gives a direct route to the warehouse too. So this giant cannabis plantation is going to produce 92 every 19 hours. Now I have to crunch some math here to see exactly what that equals, but I would suspect that 4 of these is the same thing as this. It's the exact same output. So basically, we just dropped 4 additional farms. That should be pretty straightforward math to work out. And it also is not enough. Still not enough. We still need to produce more. So I'm going to have to drop even more farms. This time I'm going to drop farms, though, instead of the... Well, I could probably get away with another plantation for this, though. Upkeep cost for a plantation is $50 every 12 hours. A farm is 10. So it is a slightly more expensive to use a plantation. So for that reason at the moment, I'm going to go ahead and use this instead. Now, we also are not going to get 60% efficiency. I can get 55. That's going to have to be good enough for now. But I might screw my math up just a little bit. And I don't know if that actually counts as being in with this workshop either. I kind of wish I would have put these farms a little bit closer together now. It doesn't look like they're going to let me drop this anywhere. So I'm going to have to be on this side, and that means 30% efficiency on all these. But that's okay, right? Now, I know what some people are going to say. He's like, why don't you move to meth? Move to some harder drugs, Charlie. And I will. But not right now, okay? I want to figure this out first. I'd like to do everything. Not just what makes the most money. I want to do everything. All right, so let's do one there, and we're going to do another one. This is 58% close enough, and we'll try to do another one on this side if possible still. I just don't see a way to do that. Nah, not going to let me do it. But I'll crunch my numbers after this to see how much more I need, because I just added the equivalent of 6 farms. I was producing about half before with 7, so I should need one more farm. I think I need one more. And I believe I'm going to have to add the destinations. Yep, this farm and that farm to my destinations for that warehouse. Which is fine. Okay, so we're now producing more cannabis, which means we should be able to put more into the drying racks and keep them operational longer. At least with less downtime is the whole goal, is to get less downtime out of that. I need an additional situation there. And we have to look at coffee now, too. Now, coffee, we're currently producing the equivalent of 32. And we need 100 to fully saturate these. So I need more than double. So for that reason, we're going plantation. And I'm going to put another plantation right over here. Big old coffee plantation, I think, way in the back here. Let's try this. Way back, like, I was kind of hoping to... Maybe we will do individual farms. Or we could put it across the road. I could put it like this. Across the road. Puts the coffee really close. Yeah, coffee right on the road like this. Okay, good. And then we could drop another one, and this would take care of it, but it would be more expensive. But I think I'll do it anyway. So these two are going to be coffee plantations, okay? They're going to provide all the coffee beans we'll ever need for this operation, okay? And that means... Yep, that's going to mean that this... Whoa. This workshop? Oh, workshop. Right, okay. That big area. Yeah, that's the big zone. Never mind. So this cannabis operation is much more efficient now, okay? The goal being, of course... that we do not want ever to have a situation where the workshop has a ton of dried cannabis and no coffee, okay? Same thing with over here, right? Lots of dried cannabis, not a whole lot of coffee, but as long as it has a supply of coffee, it can keep making the packages, and that's what we want, right? So we need to have more coffee brought in over here. So Hector, I want you to come over here to town. We're gonna deliver manually a load of coffee to this one before it fills up. And I'm gonna buy... And again, I don't mind buying it because it helps with my loyalty. Loyalty goes up every time we buy things. Deliver the coffee directly to this workshop. All right, now I'm going to crunch some numbers here really quick just to see where we ended up with this, where we are now, and what we have to do in the future to get this to work. Now, granted, the drying racks will need upgraded in order to make this work because these are going to start filling up with storage, right? They're going to start filling up because they're not producing fast enough. And right now they're getting way too full, right? So this is actually a problem. These are going to start getting way too much. I think, how much does it cost for a drying rack? $2,000 is nothing. For the time being, I'm going to add an additional drying rack until I can upgrade these. Just to try to take some of the pressure off until we can upgrade that, okay? So we're going to put that drying rack in place. Hector... You're still doing the deliveries, and I want to purchase more. Go. Bring coffee all the way over here. Keep this thing drying. These things are going to start getting full, especially this one. Okay, we're good. Yep, looks like we're okay now. Okay, okay-ish. I'm still dropping this until I can upgrade it, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be overdone. Yep. There we go. And then can you reach it? You cannot, so go to that drying rack too. Okay. So, again, much more efficient now with these two workshops. They should be able to constantly produce and not fill up. That's the hope. Constantly produce and not fill up. This one doesn't have any coffee. This one has... Well, this one's getting direct orders, so that's why. I think I want to deliver... Well, I don't have the product yet. So I could do this with all sorts of products, right? I could do, if you sit down and you really do the math on everything, and you know, if you guys want me to analyze this stuff a little bit and crack numbers here, we can do that. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Actually, now that I'm doing this a little bit, it's kind of feels interesting. I'm almost taken back to school here when I was, you know, taking my economics courses in college and just like trying to crunch numbers to figure out whether or not a nation of products, of producers and consumers, like whether or not, you know, supply and demand, and analyzing all that stuff, right? So like if I consider certain buildings in the supply chain, and oh my god, I'm taken back to business school now. Okay, maybe I like this. Oh no, the era of min-maxing Charlie has begun. Whatever will we do? You're so toast. You guys are so toast. Look at how much money is here. This is insane. Deliver the money to the bank, please. You. I want you to move over here. We're going to have you deliver money to the casino. And you're going to oversaturate that stuff, so don't go too fast. All right, I want you to buy... Restock, please. Restock. Cool. Buy this. Hector, deliver those to this one instead. There we go. So this was going to get more coffee beans. Actually, I should have went to this one. I don't think it matters. Eventually they'll get it, but I do want to redo this delivery. Darn it. All right, see this one? It's overdone. It's not getting the vegetables it needs. And that is a problem. So let's move to here. Well, I kind of want to move. Now we're going to move to here. Get over here. And I want to take these vegetables and just bring them... Oh, shit. I don't know where to bring them. Bring them here. Or just bring them into the overflow of the city for now. Okay, cool. So let me crunch numbers on what we're currently producing, assuming all factors are equal and everything is getting delivered, right, where it's supposed to. I want to do some number crunching and see whether or not we are actually... You know, like how close we are, right, to total domination in this space. Because the ideal is to have everything equalized to the point where we're producing basically exactly what we need every 200 hours. And all the buildings just sort of work autonomously all by themselves. They never get full. Everything works accordingly. And I never have to look at this area again, and I can focus on other things, knowing that this will always work, right? That's the dream. And I'm going to go see how close we are to that dream. Numbers time. So our increased production in coffee has brought us some wonderful things. It brings us 32 additional coffee every 200 hours times 2. That's 64. What we had initially before that was 4 fields at 32, which means we're currently producing 96, which is 4 less than we need to be producing for these 2 workshops, okay? Only 4 less. Not bad, okay? I don't know if there is something I can do to produce an extra 4, because if I drop another coffee farm, eventually, you know, we're producing 8. That is going to produce too much. So I'm not entirely sure what I can do other than maybe just having, you know, like, I don't know, an access warehouse somewhere that's storing extra coffee. That's the only thing I could think of, you know. But I guess the fix for this is to drop 1 more coffee farm. And maybe we put it a little far away. It takes a little while to get there, and maybe the extra time associated with it. Or we could grow our coffee over here. Now, if we moved one of our fields, I wonder. Maybe that's the solution. This is currently producing 8 at 30%, right? If I put a coffee field... No, okay, I had it on the wrong thing. Never mind. So, I mean, honestly, though, if I did produce... If I put it over here, right, these coffee fields would produce, I think, more. They would produce them faster. Same amount, but faster, probably. So let's just drop 1 extra coffee field, and we can guarantee that we have enough supply coming in. We'll drop it back here, so it's a little, you know, out of the way. Takes a little bit of extra time to get where we need to go, okay? We'll just kind of do one of these numbers. Sounds good. Okay, so that's coffee. And this will presumably produce another 8. So that puts us over the 100 that we need, okay? Hopefully they don't get super full on coffee. We can always take, like, periodically go in and distribute it somewhere else if we want to as well. All right, so the next thing to talk about is cannabis. Now, right now, we had 7 farms. Each farm was producing 23 every 19 hours. We added 2 additional farms, okay? Now, important note, this one here had a 58% efficiency instead of 60. So instead of it being 23 in 19 hours, this one here is going to produce it in 1 extra hour. It takes 1 extra hour to produce 23 on this one. So it's a slightly lower number than what I've got. But currently, with that, plus the plantation added to this operation, we are currently producing 3,146 every 200 hours, right? 3,146. We need 3,350. So this puts us a mere 200 cannabis under the mark. Now, 200, that's a difficult number to really get because if I wanted exactly 200, that's a difficult number to get because here's the problem. 60% efficiency will get us like, I guess I kind of need like this halfway point right here, right? I said we're a slightly lower number, so really we probably need more like 300, 200 mark. Actually, you know what? If I could lay one more farm down in this zone, I think I will. I think I'm gonna move this coffee farm. That's how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna move one of these coffee farms. Let's put another coffee farm right here. We'll just put it like, yeah, over here next to the warehouse. It's fine. And then we're going to go ahead and demolish one of these. Preferably one that's near the beginning of its cycle. Close enough. Let's just shut this down and we'll demolish it. No, not this one. Not this one. Not this one. Because it's not in the zone I need it in. I need it to be in this yellow area. So it's got to be this one. Or this one. Let's speed time up real quick. As soon as one of these pop, we'll go ahead and demolish it. This one needs a road, I believe. Hello. There we go. So I think with another farm down, because this one is producing slightly less than my calculations, it means that we're actually behind just a little bit more. And one of these farms is going to produce 242 in this span of time that I'm calculating for. And since we're 200 down, I feel like we're maybe closer to 242 down. So adding one more in this zone would actually solve my problem. I'm not entirely sure why I feel like I need to demolish a farm, though. What is wrong with me? You don't need to demolish a freaking farm. You just switch the crop, dumbass. All right. Anyway, so this workshop's full now because it's not getting any coffee beans. This one has almost none, too. What's going on? Where are my coffee beans? Hector. You can't purchase any. Okay, we got a problem. Now, I also have a problem with this bank. Yep, I sure do. Stop your delivery. Stop your delivery. Move you to here. You are going to need to move your money to the casino real quick. Just to alleviate the stress on this bank. Yep, I think we need you to do that one more time. Deliver the money to the casino. Okay, that's good. So now you've alleviated that, and we're good. We're more balanced now. How much money is at the border here? A lot. We still have 102,000. Oh my god. We need another way to wash money, man. We have another building. We could tack on another one. I'm kind of thinking we want to do like a charitable organization, though, because that will raise our loyalty up all the time. And actually, we could run something in the casino here. That will help us too. But really, we just need a thing that washes money, I think, like really fast. A jewelry store will wash it. Let's get a jewelry store in here now. Then we can have 3 people bringing money. Oh, no. And then logistics, right? We don't have any trucks. The checkpoints and stuff, like that stuff, it doesn't have any trucks, okay? So you have to have your people bring stuff. As far as I can tell, anyway... Wow, my chair is really creaky, isn't it? As far as I can tell, anyway, you have to bring this stuff manually. So I just wanted to, like, maybe address that comment. If you know of something that I don't, please let me know, I guess. You have actually capacity for this. So let's kind of offload a little bit of this dried cannabis over to this workshop instead. And then Hector, can you deliver me coffee, please? And deliver that to here. Yeah, here we go. I need coffee everywhere. Once these crops pop, though, we'll have tons of coffee and we'll never have to think about it again. Are you switching? Yeah, almost. So these things will switch to... Oh, shit. No, no, no. I don't want you to keep doing this. No, no, don't keep doing this. Move here. And I want you to deliver this back. Oh, no. How much do we have in here? Yeah, we need to do that like 2 more times. Yeah, maybe 1 more time is good enough. No, 2 more times. I want you to do it right here. This is your last delivery. Okay, go back over here. Back to the border with you. And then you go back to the border. And then I need another helper. Where's another helper? You know what? Let's hire another helper. Lieutenants. I need someone who has the delivery skill, but is really low rank. I mean, I guess I could do it with you. You have the make a deal for dried cannabis, which is kind of nice. You have the make a deal for dried cannabis and for opium, which is kind of cool. You have move and deliver. Okay. Yeah, I'm not opposed to this. Carlos Jimenez Morales. I think so. I'm going to recruit you. And then if I can get you to move yourself all the way over to this border, you're going to help me move money. Because we need money moved, baby. Jewelry store is set up and ready to rock. Yep. All right. So we have people going to the border. So I need you to deliver money. Nope. Deliver money to the jewelry store, please. You are going to deliver money to the bank because you move really slow. Okay, so let me just make sure we're not red here. We should be operating a lot more fluidly now, all right? Coffee, well, not all of it popped, but the plantations are about to pop. That's going to help us a lot, and especially in this one here, because this one here is going to start getting coffee. But we can actually just move Hector really quick to, let's say, here. And we'll see if Hector can just really quickly make 1 coffee delivery to here. That's just the 1. Okay. Now move back over here. And hopefully, with that 1 coffee delivery, we should start seeing a lot of these trucks delivering coffee. Like, look, 29 coffee going here. Bam. Done. You've got coffee forever. Now, hopefully, this one does too. It does. Okay. Now it's going to operate. Right? And I think this is my operation. I think these are equalized. I think they won't overflow. I think they're going to have all they need. I'm a little bit concerned that they delivered so much coffee to this one and not a whole lot to this one. But maybe things will equalize itself out. Now, the drying racks are ready to upgrade. So I'm just going to pop upgrades on 2 of these. I don't think I need this one, but it doesn't cost me anything. Well, it's cost me 42 bucks actually. I didn't crunch any numbers to see if the drying racks are going to be good. Why don't we just shut this one down? Yeah, we'll just shut this one down, and we'll see if these can handle it. I'm not sure. We'll see if these can handle it. If they can, great. If they can't, we'll turn the other one on, okay? Okay, you. I really wish you had the deliver skill. You know, you get that next time. Is there anything I can do with you to like get you experience? I mean, you're just kind of sitting here doing nothing, which I guess is helpful. I don't need anybody sitting in the city. Not really, anyway. I don't think I do. I mean, we could maybe start a war. You got 1 attack. We could start a war. You know, we could get over here. We have no terror right now. I think we take this village and we can buy more things. That's something we could do. You know, we could take the village. We can have you. Let's have you come on over into Fiscani really quick. We'll have Hector come on over to Fiscani. And we'll have you come on over to Fiscani. So the 3 of you are going to start something, right? You're going to be starting something. And that's going to be fine. And you are delivering money. Yeah, you're very fast too. Okay. The 3 of you are going to go in and cause some chaos, right? So we're going to go ahead and move you into this town. It's 4-2. And we're going to move you with them. And we're going to move you with them. Go. Let's go wreck that village. Easy. Easy game. Wreck the village. Now, we don't want to take Toscana just yet, although I kind of do. There's 6 strength here, and they're right here next to this, so if we can get into here, I wonder... Well, the airport's not available for now, so this is like one of those, you know, one of those beta features that we can't access yet. But I think there's a bridge here. You have another, because we need to start moving things through other ports, right? We can't just rely on just these 2. As much as I want to rely on just these 2, we can't, because eventually they're gonna catch on to us, and we got this problem where we have way too much money delivered to these locations, and they are causing them to go red, and that's an issue, right? It's a big issue. I want to deliver money to the casino, and then I need you to stop delivering money. You are going to come over. You are going to come over. Actually, hang on. Let's stop your delivery. Stop your delivery. All right, you're going to move here. You're going to deliver the money here. You're going to stop now. Then you're going to move over here, and you're going to deliver the money here. All right, so now we've got these somewhat more equal. They should be washing money a lot faster. Another thing I think we need to do is I'm going to have you deliver the funds. There's only 11,000 here, but I'm going to make you're going to do laps. Actually, let's make the new guy do laps so he can get the experience for it. If that's even how that works. I'm honestly not sure if that's even how that works. You're taking it to the jewelry store. I think I'm going to have you... Yeah, you're going to stop for a second. Everybody's going to stop delivering money for a second, okay? You, Carlos, new guy, you're going to be going the long haul. Deliver money all the way over to this casino. Go. So we can wash money over there, and we should. We're going to take money all the way across town. Then we're going to have you take money here for now. And then you're going to take it to the bank once we get the money. So, yep, take the money to the bank. I believe this can wash it fast enough. I don't know that. We're going to find out. They're washing it so fast. I'm making money too fast. That's what happens in this game. You make money too fast. Okay, so we still have a little bit of a problem. A lot of the coffee's being delivered only to one workshop and not to both of them. So this one is overflowing now because it's not producing, right? I'm not seeing a balanced output to these 2 buildings. Despite them being, like, kind of both in range here, they're not actually receiving the same treatment. This one's receiving a good balance, but this one's not. So I wonder if there's any way to regulate that. If there's any way to say, hey, you know, maybe if this one's full, you deliver it to the other one instead. Devs, can we program that to be smarter? Is that something we can do? Because honestly, I don't know why I should have to do that. It should be like one of those things where it's just like, well, they're both there. They both need supply, but this one has none, and the other one is, you know, kind of taking it all. So I'm not sure why you'd need me to do that. But Hector, who's the fastest? Actually, you are the fastest in this whole game. I want you to move all the way over here. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense because you're like right there. Like, I don't care how fast you are. The other guy's right there. Okay. I'm going to leave you there for now. So I'm going to have you, big boss man. You're going to stop your delivery once it arrives, which is going to overflow the bank anyway. Hopefully they don't mind. All right, I want you to come over here, and we need to fix this. All right, so we're going to fix this by getting you to deliver the access coffee here. And that should start this to operate again, right? Access coffee now delivered. It's kind of silly that that's required because, again, I wish these would just regulate that because I actually think these are set up really well now. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I think it's set up really freaking well. All right. 8 hours to do 1,600. 8 hours to do 1,600, and then the bank does 2,400. Very nice. Casino, almost 4, 3, 2, 1, and do it. So we're going to keep getting respect for these, and I'm going to do the same thing with the other casino as well. Keep bringing in that respect. Okay. Plane's got a little bit of cash, no big deal. The ship should be back yet. Ship is back, but it's not a lot of money. We can wait a little bit longer on that. And you can wait a little bit longer for the next video. So this has been a balancing act, right? This is our balancing act. A little bit of min-maxing. How do we get optimal cannabis output, right? With coffee. I mean, honestly, with vegetables, it's a different mix. That's what I love about this game, too. Like, there's so many different ways to do things, and then your build isn't exactly the same as my build because there's different, different efficiencies depending on where you build things, and the travel time between vehicles depending on how far away you put things. It's just, I love it. It's really cool, and I can't wait to see what else they come up with here, because this is just really special. I think I might actually be outputting too much cannabis, possibly. Outputting too much cannabis, because I don't know why I would be. Maybe my math is wrong on the cannabis. Maybe I just need to output more coffee instead. It's possible. Not going to discount it. We'll go back to coffee here. Or, you know what? No, keep the cannabis here because it's 60%. This one here is the 58% one. We'll just pop that one to be coffee instead. Yeah. So, if I stop your delivery, you're going to go all the way there. I mean, I think these are technically, they're producing nonstop, but it's going to get to the point where they cannot produce this enough to shut their lights, to shut that red light off, right? So, oh shit. That would be police. Where are they going? They're going to hit this building here. Well, they're going to shut down this workshop, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. But at this point, I kind of don't care, because this is an opium workshop. And I wasn't paying attention to that at all. That's unfortunate. No, I wasn't paying attention at all. All right, deliver this money to the casino really quick. Let's deliver it to the taxi service. They're gonna take this, and you know what? That's fine, as long as they don't take this one. So I need to have my boy here, my dude, come on over here and let's fix this. But I'm going to fix this, and then I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. You can like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time for Cartel Tycoon. I just like saying the name. I think it's cool. See you later, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.